Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as I interact with my damaged ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Let's slide the hidden drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. Inside, you see two ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
So we did this before, but let's pick the ticket stubs again.
Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revershall East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Let's pick the card up.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Let's smell it first.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored.
It does, doesn't it? I can't look at my inventory. Where did I get the apricot flavored chewing gum wrapper? It was in a jacket, right? I don't remember where the jacket was. Huh.
Exactly like the gum wrapper you found. The same brand of chewing gum.
Indeed. Let's open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
It's our volition. But it'll make me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the bay of Revershall, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Let's go.
That's our shivers talking. What was that?
Frisson covers your entire body, a feeling of cold, a persistent chill.
I think frisson might be goosebumps. That's a word for it. No, I'm gonna hold on to it and I'm gonna read it.
Your hands shake holding onto it. Every morning when I step out, you're asleep behind me. It says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul. And I will always, always, always come back to it.
Keep reading.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
That's an endurance success. I'm gonna hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
And I'm gonna fall sideways.
There is nothing. Again.
There's nothing.
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Just lie there, passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
No. I was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Tell him. Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
Smelled so nice.
It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
So my name appears to be Harry?
Your name is fuck all.
It certainly ain't Harry.
Then what is it?
Your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes. They're taking you somewhere.
Was that the X something? The...
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No. It was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Enough. Just lie there. Motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And it's...
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth. And I'm gonna drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink.
He tilts the canister.
You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
And I'm gonna drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the same.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I out?
10 minutes, maybe.
I came in contact with the burnt-out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the remains of your ledger.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
I'm gonna nod.
Good.
I believe that is a heart attack. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. The passing out. We did get a thought. White morning. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter. At mention of what? A great white object, letting out its sweet smell, like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look! He moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. And we got -1 to authority because little guy gets further and further away. Let's let it be. I don't have enough skill points. I mean, I do have 1 skill point to unlock a new room, a new space. But where's our ledger now? It's not here. It's in tools. +1 Inland Empire and +2 Apathy. -2 to authority. This is the same ledger you found in the trash, only worse. It's a lot better now. It's now called the Ledger of Failure and Hatred.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage.
It's fine. Well, there we go. Thanks, Kim, for getting me down here. Actually, maybe I should talk to him. Kim?
Yes?
Nothing. Titus. Titus, 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 Titus.
It's you again.
He acknowledges you gruffly, as always.
What is it?
So I talked to Klaji about the tape.
And?
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens. Jaw sets. Ready for another blow.
And nothing. She stands by what she says.
That fucking fucker.
He stares at his beer for 2 seconds, intently, and then turns to you.
You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
Gold? It was just locker room talk. It's not evidence.
Locker room talk. What are you, fucking brain dead? I've been to plenty of locker rooms. They don't plan rapes there.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
Good call suggestion.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
It didn't come as a surprise to her. And she definitely wasn't scared.
Yes. In fact,
The lieutenant looks at you and then him.
I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny.
Titus mumbles, his lips barely moving.
No good goddamn psycho whore. All right.
He slams his giant fist on the door frame.
All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Elizabeth's voice is a bit softer than earlier.
Okie dokie. This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth.
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
You know what I think? Women are crazy, man.
You can say that again, copper.
He holds out his giant fist.
Right here.
Here we go. Bump it hard.
I'm gonna bump it hard.
Your fist connects with his. Hard. The slam is audible. You can almost hear his bones ring. Your knuckles tingle, life-affirmingly. A flash of pain, like slamming your fist against iron. He is stronger than he looks. And he looks like Vermut Karzai,
I was gonna say, so we healed our health because we punched something, and then we healed our mental because of I think it was a fun thing to do. I assume you actually lose health if you don't have the thing that I have for healing when you punch.
And now you, Beano Claude.
His voice is chummy as he turns to the lieutenant.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses, then extends his curled fist and taps Titus's bruised knuckles. Not bad.
Maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah, I know her.
He looks upstairs, distracted.
She's just a girl, in over her head.
You don't know? She's a model. She won a pageant.
I knew it. Titus, I knew she was professionally trained by her walk.
Glenn seems excited.
I told you she was a beauty queen.
Yes, Glenn.
Titus pinches the root of his nose.
I know she's a beauty queen. Everyone can see that.
Sorry.
Glenn settles down. I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her. Pfft! Glenn explodes with indignation. Everyone's got feelings for each other. Where are you going with this?
It's all right, Glenn.
He rubs his temple.
I just thought I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He smiles sympathetically.
You wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit.
He shakes his head.
It's cool now.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you.
He puts his giant face in his hands and sighs.
We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore. Who could? It's getting harder and harder to perform one's part in this sordid play. All it takes is a nudge.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot.
He taps on his notebook.
I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what?
He gets closer.
I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said,
Fuck off!
And he throws his beer can down.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
that lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah.
There is silence in the room. Elaine starts saying something and then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us.
He looks around.
Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why don't we make it 40, huh?
The man shouts from behind the counter.
Why don't we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking.
Glenn livens up.
Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
It's a white check in here, interestingly enough. I can convince Titus that he's being manipulated. It's a godly check for rhetoric. And I have pluses all over, because I mentioned the surreal play, a strange reaction to the bullet, Evrard asked to cooperate, understood why Titus is upset, Angus can't take pressure, warned about the tribunal, discussed 8th Hardy, and confronted about drug trade. I think the first time I played this game, I didn't have as many pluses, and then I came back and I had more pluses, because you can get to this point in the storyline before actually doing the rest of the stuff. The order in which the dialogues play out can be all over the place. And because it's a white check, I think I can risk just going with rhetoric. I'm also pretty sure I don't have just going with it right now and then leveling our rhetoric more or smoking a cigarette or something. It's a godly check and it's still only with the 2. It's giving me 72% chance to succeed.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. But you know someone who might.
One of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy. Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility. Outside, under the rising sun, tattered and in ruins, the windows of the cafeteria aglow with her morning light.
That's it then. Case closed, and I'm gonna look around. We're going home, Kim.
Huh?
The lieutenant raises his brow.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. And Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it.
He takes his notebook out.
Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because of some chick. A wince. It's involuntary.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
The man's fists under the table are balled. You can tell from his neck and shoulders. He means it.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us.
He scratches in his notebook.
That's what they do in the wild north.
They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't.
The fat man says with a wheeze.
We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
I'm gonna turn to Angus. Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
He takes a breath, wheezing.
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty!
The little guy hits Angus on the back of the head. A loud slap.
Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis,
Titus roars.
stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo,
He points to the old man.
take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment. The room falls quiet. So quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked.
He grabs his chest.
I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus?
Lizzie snaps at him.
Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus.
She turns to him.
I told you just give her up.
Lizzie,
He turns to the fixer.
your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
I'm sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death, the bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down.
He points to the stairs.
She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky.
He points at him.
You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
He turns back to you.
That's okay with the fat man, still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking
He scratches his chin.
dirty sheets and bottles everywhere. Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs? The 8th Artie?
Yeah. He's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Right. If Clashy didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
The can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful.
He looks out the window.
Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
Huh. Oh, this is a cool notice. This is a cool connection here. This is a really cool connection. Now, right now we have reason to assume that Sylvie is the other girl here. And the girl that he is talking about here isn't Lizzie. I think it's Sylvie. It's kind of tricky to understand that, but it is the case. He's talking about Sylvie here. It's a shame that we can't ask if she's the 8th Hardy boy. But either way, yeah. We've seen somebody else who was afraid. And we've seen somebody else who acted as if somebody was just basically trying to avoid getting in touch with the police at all. I'm going to continue. But we're going to continue in the next episode because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.